Zenless Zone Zero seems to start slowly with its story, but much later you find out that from the very first mission everything is connected and part of a bigger conspiracy. Already in the very first mission of the game, the cunning heroes need to retrieve a strong box for a client. Whoever this client is must be part of a group who serves as the major antagonist of the game. During this mission, the cunning heroes encounter some difficulties and are forced to open the strong box together with the main character. They discover that in the strong box is an advanced AI called Fairy. In the story trailer we saw that the AI Fairy is one of 4 AI that wait for it to be awakened.
You 4 behave now and wait for someone who can awaken you. Then together, that's when we'll make new Arity.
Fairy itself also mentions to Wise and Belle that she wants to help them out until the opportunity arises. So with the opportunity, I think it's fair to assume that the AI means the moment when all of those 4 AIs are ready to accomplish their mission. We don't know if the hackers in the trailer are the antagonists or actually the good guys. Personally, I would assume those are the good guys, but we come to that later on. Later in chapter 1 we learn about a construction company called Vision and its president Perlman. The company got a contract to rebuild a complex project in a hollow contaminated zone. Before the project can be rebuilt, the current building needs to be demolished. However, there are still residents living there and they are supposed to be relocated. However, Perlman and the construction company Vision decided to just abandon them and leave them there, and if they get killed during the demolition then they don't have to be relocated, and that's how they save money. The cunning heroes find out about this and together with the proxy Phaeton they are gathering proof and evidence, and in the end Perlman has to go to jail. During those missions we also encounter the second big faction of the game, which is Belobog Heavy Industries. They are a major competitor of Vision, and the founder and former president of Belobog, Kors Belobog, vanished years ago with a lot of the company's money. During chapter 2 we find out that he took the money and bought a prototype of a smart machine. However, during his involvement in one of the projects, he learns about a creature which is hidden and sealed away. He deems this creature very dangerous and threatens to make the existence of it public to the people that negotiate with him. For whatever reason they want to keep it a secret and for the creature to remain where it is. This conflict results in Kors getting shot by this group, and at the end of the game we also learn that all of this incident happens one day before the old capital Eridu fell. Which also means the old capital Eridu did fall not too long ago, as even Koleda was still alive during that time.
Master, a fragment of audio data has been detected. Its last recorded system time is the day before the fall of the old capital.
Audio data?
Are you able to play the audio?
Affirmative.
In that case, do the honors.
Loading audio. Please wait.
Looks like I underestimated.
It's my old man. Sounds like he's hurt.
Calm down, Sweet Pea. This recording was years ago. Horse is talking to someone.
I told you, pretend you know nothing, and we'd all be fine. I'm a father. How could I let something that threatens my daughter's life go free?
Dad, you idiot.
I know I'm not gonna make it. Just tell me, the monster in the monument, what is it? Okay, consider it your last wish. It's called a sacrifice.
A little while later we learn that Perlman was actually duped by his assistant Sarah into proceeding with abandoning or killing people on the project's construction site by giving him a false sense of safety, thinking his tracks would be covered up. It turns out, however, that Sarah was never his assistant, but she was working for someone else entirely, someone that also knows about the creature's nature. So I think it's fair to assume that the people that gave Nicole and the cunning heroes the mission to retrieve the Strongbox, and the people who duped Pearlman and Vision into abandoning those people, and the people that kidnapped Rain in Chapter 3, they're all part of the same group, and this is basically the big antagonist group. At the very end of the last mission, we learned that Victoria Housekeeping and our master also know about the creature called the Sacrifice, but when Rena asks Lycon if they should stop Phaeton's investigation into this, he says that their master plans for them to become allies.
Sir Lycon, they know about the sacrifice. Is it okay to let them continue their investigation?
It's no issue. Master has had a change of plan and given us new instructions. Provide them assistance or guidance as needed. They're too involved to keep them out, but perhaps they can become our allies.
So there are probably two big factions that know about the truth, what happened in the old capital and the nature of the creature. And I think in future patches we will learn more about the nature of Victoria's housekeeping master. And I think our main character is gonna join forces with them. However, so far we don't know what their intentions are. During the story trailer we learned about the 7 Void Hunters in a confidential and sealed file. The hacker was able to open this file with the help of Ferry and 3 other AIs. One of the 7 Void Hunters, Professor Arch, founded the Helios Academy, was then going into the Hollow Zero and never returned. Also, he was the one who studied hollows and ethereals, and he made basically a database to collect information about all the different types of ethereals and corrupted. However, Weiss and Bell mentioned that they had a teacher and they are trying to continue his work. So I'm guessing that this Professor Arch is actually their old teacher. And Bell and Weiss also have a database with each ethereal they encountered with all its properties in their HDD room. Also, as I already mentioned, the fall of the old capital was not too long ago, as even Coletta was alive during that time, so it's safe to assume that both Weiss and Bell lived under their teacher in the old capital. I think the two most important mysteries is what is the mission of those 4 AIs? Like, should they destroy New Eridu, or are they about to uncover the truth what happened in the old capital? And the biggest mystery is, of course, who are those 2 groups? Group 1, which is basically responsible for all the bad things that happened so far, that know about the nature of the sacrifice, and they know about the AIs, and they probably also know the mission of the AIs. And on the other hand, we have the master or masters of Victoria Housekeeping that of course also know what's going on. If you have any idea or any theory, let me know in the comments below. Maybe who are those groups, or what do you think is their goal? Thanks for watching. See ya.